Welcome, you guys, to the AT&T Performance Studio, formerly called that. It's now just the JRR Performance Studio. It's just kind of our living room, so welcome. Cool, we've got a special guest in the studio, Hugo and his guys, coming all the way from where, gentlemen?
New York City.
New York City, all right. Going to Fort Lauderdale or West Palm after this, is it right?
That's right, Fort Lauderdale.
Excellent. I was just doing some research on you guys. Now, as far as us here in Central Florida, the Hugo name is somewhat new to us. I know that you guys have done South by Southwest this year.
Yes.
What was that experience like? Was that your first one?
That was. It was pretty grueling. It was like the Olympics of being in a band.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was over 2,000 competitors, and I think we came out victorious, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, being in the company of so many artists, I'm sure you were able to meet some eclectic people.
Yeah.
Of course.
It got very, very messy indeed.
And Austin is a great, great town, isn't it?
It's fantastic. It's one of my favorite cities in the U.S. actually. I
Very
really
cool.
enjoy it. Yeah.
Excellent. And I saw you got a chance to sit down with Rolling Stone. That must have been kind of an honor.
Yeah, well, and also we got to see the Meat Puppets play
Wow.
exclusive performance. That was pretty cool. That was one of the highlights, definitely.
Did you get to see Yoko Ono speak? Did she do her thing?
No, I was somewhere else when that was happening.
I see. Now, I know you get your roots from a few different places, originally from England and raised in Thailand.
Yeah, I have some Thai family on my mother's side.
That must have been crazy trying to break in Thailand, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it never seemed unusual, at the time when you're young, you just take everything for granted, that happens, and only later do you realize how bizarre it was.
Yeah, in Thailand, I can only imagine that they're not up to speed like we are here in the States with, so many things that we take for granted, music that we know of. I mean, Michael Jackson even. I mean, are they even,
Yes, Michael Jackson is pretty popular. He came to Thailand in the 80s on the Bad Tour and sold the place out.
Right, but certainly not up to speed as much as we are here in the United States. But I think the best way that I could even start to describe your sound, Hugo, is rock, pop, country, hip-hop, bluegrass, blues.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you've done very well there. Yeah.
So everybody watching on the World Wide Web right now at WJRR.com, you guys going to start off with a song here for us?
Yeah, we're going to do a song called Bread and Butter.
Bread and Butter. I love this song. This is Hugo, exclusively at WJRR.com.
She tastes like midnight. She tastes like wine. She tastes like midnight. She tastes like wine. I'm gonna run my finger all down your spine, just like a bad dream. Stay on my mind. Gonna spread you like butter. Give you all my bread. Don't want no other girl in my bed. Gonna spread you like. Oh, all the street lights, they know your name. Out in the moonlight, don't you feel no shame? Oh, don't you worry, you little flame. Baby, all the street lights, they know your name. Gonna stick you like butter, give you all my bread. Don't want no other girl in my bed. Gonna stick you like butter, give you all my bread. Don't want no other girl in my bed. Gonna spread you like. 'Cause I'm feeling lucky and I'm feeling lean. Keeps me hungry, keeps me mean. I'm sharp like a blade, I'm cold like a knife. I'm sharp like a blade, yeah, yeah. I'm cold like a knife. I'm cold like a knife. I'm cold like a knife. I'm gonna stretch you like butter, give you all my breath. Don't want no other girl in my bed. I'm gonna stretch you like butter, give you all my breath. Don't want no other girl in my bed. Gonna stretch you like, gonna stretch you like. Gonna spread your life. Gonna spread your life.
Studio audience, make some noise for Hugo. Very nice. Bread and Butter, name of that song. That, of course, is off the Old Time Religion album, correct? And we'll get to the 99 Problem song here in just a little bit, but how did you hook up with the other guys in the band? Were you guys together from the get-go?
No, when the record was finished, I then took the next logical step, which was to find the band. Usually people do it the other way around.
Right.
But this way is good for a control freak. That way the record is done and there's nothing anyone can do about it.
So you have OCD like me then?
Yeah, no, it's beyond that. It's a sort of mania. So then I held pretty much, I think, probably the most ruthless, uncomfortable, and awkward auditions ever held in New York City. And eventually arrived at the most vicious and ruthless musicians I could find.
Is that why they're so quiet?
Yeah, these guys are trained killers. Trained
assassins.
Killers. Assassins.
Very nice. Well, thanks once again for coming. We really appreciate it. Now, you guys just did David Letterman, like last week, right?
Yeah.
What was that experience like? How was David, and what was the behind-the-scenes stuff?
That was only the highlight of my career.
Yeah?
Nothing special.
Yeah. No big whoop.
No, it was amazing. It was really something else. That's the Ed Sullivan Theatre. Everyone knows, what's been going on there and who's played there, and
sure.
It's hallowed ground. Yeah.
Was David cool? Was he cordial? Did you speak with him beforehand, or did you get thrown on stage?
No. We kind of got thrown on stage, but I was in my own world, sort of taking my time, tuning my guitar. I didn't realize we were actually about to be on until I was ushered onto the stage. So luckily, I made it.
Nice. So did you actually have to record ahead of time, or how does that work? Is it live? It's not live that night, is it?
They record the whole show in sequence earlier in the afternoon, in the late afternoon. And
so for rock stars, it was kind of like you guys
it might as well be live.
Stage.
There's a live studio audience. You get one
Right.
shot at it. I mean, it doesn't really make any. It's equally terrifying.
I bet. Back to Bread and Butter real quick. I mean, clearly there's some sexual undertones in that song. Is there a specific...
Sorry, are you listening to the same record?
I don't know. I'm just saying. Is there a specific someone that you had in mind when you were writing that song?
It was... It is really about food and maintaining a balanced diet.
The food pyramid and all of your love for it.
Carbohydrates and fat are both contained within that. You just need to add protein, and that comes later.
All right. Well, on that note, what's the next song you guys are going to do for us?
This is a song called Rock and Roll Delight.
Very nice. This is Hugo at WJRR.com in the JRR Performance Studio live.
You think you're leaving footprints, but it's craters that you're making. Try to spread the love round, but it's nails that you're taking. It's crowded in your clutches, and the pressure's got me breaking. Unwind, refill. you turn on all of the lights in town. Unwind, refill, breathe in for some of their under-rolling lights. Distill, lay back, and it keeps me thinking I'm your weekend lover on the side.
Yeah. Thank you so much. That is Hugo, Rock and Roll Delights, live exclusively at WJRR.com. What kind of frame of mind, Hugo, do you need to be in order to write these songs that you do? Does it come from a pure place?
Yeah, well, the content does, but the actual discipline to arrange it into a song that still fits, you know, being a song rather than just a stream of consciousness, you know. I mean, so as long as you have a relatively good memory about the states you were in, you could write a song after the fact in a very focused, professional frame of mind, but still draw on real.
Where do you draw your inspirations?
Just, you know, real stuff I see or I hear or that happens or, you know.
It seems to me, reading up on you and whatnot, that, I mean, you're a pretty straightforward person when it comes to songwriting and your approach. I mean, you don't try to pretend like it's something that it's not, which I really respect. I think that's really cool. So, I mean, how did you get to the point where, I know at one point there was a song, not on this record, that made its way onto Beyonce's record, and how did that whole process come about? Because now that song is disappear, right?
Yeah.
And that song has virtually kind of disappeared. You can't
Yeah.
really find it anywhere.
Yeah.
Is that by design?
Yeah, it's only on the album. You have to buy the album to get that song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how did you guys cross paths? How did you...
That song was a song that was on an album of mine that never came out, that I was doing for Island Records. I got dropped. And that record was co-written, and I was managed at the time by Amanda Ghost, who was, her career as a songwriter was on the up, mine was on the out.
Mm-hmm.
She played it to Beyonce while they were working together. She had the song, she recorded it,
No kidding.
and now I'm...
So you owe Amanda a six-pack or something.
Oh, yeah, it's more than that.
No, but, I mean, you've been on record to say that song kind of saved your monetary life.
Yeah, as far as my career in music at this level, yeah,
Been able to give you the kick in the pants to keep going.
Yeah, and also, you know, you need the phrase that Amanda always told me was something needs to happen before something can happen.
Yeah.
And that needed to happen, and then other doors open. You just need to keep walking through them and not screwing up as you progress further and further inside the layer.
Sure. All right. And take the blue pill or something.
Exactly.
Now, Old Time Religion, what's the significance of the title track as far as it standing out in your mind as the one that was the statement for the album?
That's really that was the eureka moment in the recording process, where it was starting to become what I had been doing previously with Island, and though it led to Disappear and some other songs that I still play and like. The body of the material was sort of kind of stock singer-songwriter wants to be Neil Young kind of thing.
Right,
and
right.
I came to a sort of realization that it was a waste of time to remake great albums that I liked, because they would never be as good and no one would listen to them. So it's pointless. So and I didn't enjoy modern music particularly at all. And so when I was given the track for Old Time Religion, it sort of gave me some hope that there was an interesting way to keep the music I liked, to write the songs that I like to write, but somehow sound modern and relevant to other people.
Well, it clearly is working. So congratulations for that, for sure. I guess my next question is, all of that culminating together led to then the cover of 99 Problems. Now, based on what you just said about recreating albums from your past that inspired you, what led you to do a cover song?
It's initially an act of sort of gratitude for getting re-signed. I thought it would be appropriate to do a cover, and all the 60s and 70s acts and even the 50s acts didn't really seem to care whose songs they were singing. They would sing anybody's songs if they liked them. And
Sure.
I felt like that's the sort of right and unpretentious way to go about things, is to just sing songs because they're good, not necessarily because you wrote them or whatever.
Absolutely.
So I was never uncomfortable with doing a cover. So I picked that one because it lended itself to this sort of thing.
And I mean, you've stated there's no question that influences in your career include Dr. Dre, hip hop. Obviously, Jay-Z clearly knows what he's doing. So, I mean, 99 Problems kind of spoke to you in a rock pop, what did I say, hip hop, country, bluegrass, blues way?
Yeah. Also, it's not that far off from what something Howlin' Wolf or Robert Johnson or Skip James might have
Old good
said,
blues stuff. Mm-hmm.
you know, in terms of being kind of a mean sentiment, like, you know, I've got all these problems, but I don't care, you know, I'm hardcore, you know, whatever. It's a blues thing.
It is a blues thing. Blues started it all, honestly, but when it comes to rock and hip-hop and everything. With the
So I
attitude.
thought this would sound like it was older than the 99 Problems, and that maybe people would start thinking that he had taken this from me.
Aha! Well, there you go. All right. Well, without further ado, then let's hit it. 99 Problems. This is Hugo, WJRR.com.
If you haven't got problems, I feel bad for your son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Tip my hat to the sun in the west. Feel the beat right in my chest. At the crossroads a second time. Make the devil change his mind. It's a pound of flesh, but it's really a ton. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. If you haven't got problems, I feel bad for your son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Like broken glass under my feet, I could lose my mind in the sea. Looking for the prize, but I don't want blood. I don't want drink, then I drink the flood. Well, you can come inside, but your friends can't come. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. If you haven't got problems, I feel bad for your son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. I got 99. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Problems, but a dirty bitch ain't one, no.
Yes. Very nice.
Thank you very much.
The studio audience goes wild. That is Hugo on WJRR.com. 99 Problems from the Old Time Religion album, playing tonight at the House of Blues with The Maine, Augustana, and Austin Gibbs. An early show, doors start at 5:15. What time are you guys hitting the stage?
5:55.
5:55. Very nice. All right, well, make sure you all get out there early. But a couple more questions before you go, Hugo and gang. What are some of the places in the world that you see yourself playing? I mean, you've done South by Southwest. Where's the next stage you'd like to share, and who'd you like to share it with?
Well, it'd be nice to, you know, do big festivals and things like that. That would be fun to see people as far as the eye could see. That would be great. But there are several clubs I would love to return to. The Fillmore West is one of the most, one of the deepest places I've been as far as the music I like is concerned. Yeah,
I've had the opportunity to go, and it is a cool place, man.
I'd love to go back and play there and several other places that we've been where we've been just really warmly received. You know.
One person who is not with us anymore that you would like to share the stage with, if you could have.
Jim Morrison or something. I don't know what role I would play. Maybe I'd pick up his mic stand when he knocked it over or
There
something.
you go. Zip up his zipper after the Miami
Yeah, I'd be
incident.
his vocal tech, sure. Yeah.
And as far as artists that are out there now, is there anybody that you would really think would be a great fit as far as playing a big stage in front of the people as far as the eye can see, as you say?
Oh, I don't mind who they put us with, but if it was something I'd like, I like the Kills a lot. I definitely would like to be near a stage where they're playing for sure. That would sound great.
Very cool. So all things are going well on Rock Nation with Mr. Jay-Z, huh?
Indeed.
Yeah. And do you guys speak with Jay on? Or are you on a first name basis with Jay?
No, I call him Mr. Carter.
There you go.
Yeah.
Still, very nice. Do you ever get to see Beyonce or not so much?
Occasionally, I get to see her. Yeah, she's like my sort of patron saint at this point.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. Well, good luck to you in all that you do. And if you'd like to hear more Hugo, everybody out there in the World Wide Web land, you can listen to WJRR. We play them on Sunday Undies, Liquid Brunch all the time when we're kind of like you're coming down after your hangover music, if you will.
No idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, never. Especially with the song called Hopelessly Stoned. Hugo really doesn't know what I'm talking about whatsoever.
Powers of observation.
Studio audience, go wild one more time for Hugo, playing tonight at the House of Blues. And thank you so much for joining us at WJRR.com.
Sure.